Hey, HO Racing fans, I'm Scott. This is Scott's House of HO Racing. Thank you for stopping by tonight. I appreciate it. This episode of Buy Before EvilBay is the Auto World 1. If this is your first time stopping by the channel, I would appreciate it if you'd do the LSS below, the like, share, subscribe, and try to help support the channel and get the word out there that we are trying to increase everybody's knowledge on the HO channel. To all my loyal subscribers, thank you for coming back and staying with me on the channel, and I appreciate all the comments and keep those coming. Before we get started tonight, though, I would like to wish a sincere Happy Mother's Day to everybody out there, to all the moms. And I know I had a good day with my mom and my grandmother, and I hope everybody did as well. So without further ado, we'll get started tonight. As you can see, we've got 5 of the Auto World, basically 4-gear drag racing cars, and I have 3 different series. And tonight's video is going to be a little bit different because all of these cars are a C10 or a C10 Plus. And as you saw at the very beginning on the rating system, that means C10 Plus is in its original package, never opened, and the packaging is in excellent condition and just as the way it came from the manufacturer. And now, obviously, that would be that car back there. And then the other 4 that you see in front of you are new old stock, and those are a C10, and that means that they are brand new chassis, brand new bodies, never ran, just not in the original packaging. But as you can see there, I have 3 of them that are brand new in the bodies, with the bodies and chassis in separate baggies that came sealed from Auto World. And then the 4th one there is just a loose new old stock car. So without further ado, like I mentioned, I'm not going to go through and on the second part of the video flip them around and stuff like that because they're all new and the pictures are pretty much just going to tell the story. So I'll just give a little background real quick on the cars, and then I'll just get straight to the video on the pictures. And like always, if you didn't catch the first video, if you are interested in any of these cars, all you have to do is contact me at scottdanielmo@gmail.com. State which car you want, what your mailing address would be. I'll email you back if you the first come first serve on the timestamp on the email, and tell you exactly what the cost will be for the car and shipping to your door. If you say you want it, then I invoice you via PayPal. As soon as you pay for it, then it gets shipped within 48 hours. Really simple. And then, like I also mentioned, I have a 100% money back guarantee on your purchase, not on shipping. So if for any reason you do receive the car and you don't decide you just don't want it anymore or don't like it or whatever, even after seeing the video and seeing all the pictures, I can completely understand the change of mind. Or like I said, with the economy, you know, who knows what may happen in your life that you may need the extra money. And I get that. So all you got to do is just ship it back the way I shipped it to you. And as soon as I get it back, then I will refund the purchase price of the car, but not the shipping either way. So without further ado, I will get into a brief description of the cars. The first 3 you see there in the baggies that are separate from the chassis and the bodies, and they will come together. Those are all 3 from the Auto Release 20, and that series was called NHRA Legends. It was released in November of 2017. It was a 4-car set, and if you're interested in those 4-gear series cars from Auto World, if I can speak tonight, sorry, too much food, need a nap. Anyway, long story short, you have 3 out of the 4 there brand new in the package, just not in their original packaging that came, as you can see there. That's the type of packaging that they actually came in, not the bubble wrap. And the very first car, I'll go left to right. The very first one there is 1970 Plymouth Cuda. It's the Larry Arnold Kingfish car, and as you can kind of see there, it's got a little, you know, barracuda fish on this side, I guess is the best way to describe it. The next car in line, right here, I'll quit pointing with my finger, is the 1970 Plymouth Cuda Candies and Hues. And then the third and final car is the McCullough and Whipple 1971 Plymouth Cuda. And those, like I said, were all 3 from Release 20, the NHRA Legends. There were 4 cars in that series released in 2017. So if you were to buy all 3 of those, you'd only be 1 away from having that complete series of cars. The 4th car in line right here that you see, the Stars and Stripes, that is from the Auto World released 23, and they labeled that one just NHRA. And that one was released 2 years later in 2019. That was a 4-car set also. And that one is called the John Force Peak 2019 Camaro. Great looking car. And you'll see in the digital pictures, the tampo on that thing is just excellent. That's one thing you got to give it to Auto World. Their cars may run like crap, but they look great. But the good thing about these cars is all they have to do is go straight. So you don't have to hopefully worry about them deslotting if you do decide to use them on the track. And the fifth and final car tonight, which would be our only C10 Plus version out here, and that was from the release 25, and that was what they called the NHRA Legends again. And that one was released in November of 2020. That was a 3-car series, and that is car number 2, Tom the Mongoose McEwen, and as you can see there on the packaging, it is a 1970 Plymouth Duster. So if you're into the 4-gear Auto World cars and you're into the drag racing, I can tell you firsthand, because I have the set that this car actually came in, and if you don't like the way these chassis run, but you like the way the bodies look, then I would go to Jag Hobbies and get one of their replacement chassis. And then if you want one that's been worked on a little bit, then you can go to Viper, and they actually have hop-up parts, and I believe they even have a hop-up one that they've worked on available for sale. So like I mentioned, I'm right there with everybody on Auto World's quality on the cars not running like they should, and they constantly need maintenance. I completely understand that. But the one thing that I do love about them is that these 4-gear bodies will work with the old AFX chassis. So if you have one of those 4-gear chassis and it is still running and you prefer it, you can slap it underneath one of those bodies and have a new and old together. Or like I mentioned, if you just want to go completely for speed, then you can reach out to the Jag Hobbies. I believe they've got a couple of versions of their 4-gear cars. So anyway, those are the 5 cars that we have for tonight in the Auto World 1 Buy It Before EvilBay. And in another couple of days, I'll be putting out another Tyco, and it'll be Tyco 2. And like I get, I'll just run it down real quick. If you do want to buy any of these cars, just email me, scottdanielmo@gmail.com, which car you want, you're interested in, or cars, obviously. You're not limited to just one. First come, first serve. Give me your mailing address, and I will give you a price of shipping directly to your door. So whatever it costs me to ship it to you is exactly what you'll pay. And like I did mention, if you do want them faster than the normal first class shipping with the United States Postal Service, because they usually work out to be the cheapest based on weight, then I'm more than willing to ship it that way. So if you want it next day, second day, whatever, you pay the shipping, and I'll be more than happy to do that for you. So anyway, thank you to everybody that has tuned in for the first video. Thank you for stopping by. If this is your first time by the channel again, and I will just remind everybody, one last plug, LSS, like, share, subscribe. And everybody, please take care. Obviously, enjoy your week. If you have any questions or if you have any ideas, please just leave them in the comment section. I try to answer everybody's comments. I may not get into them really quickly, but if you'll notice, I reply to every single person that takes the time to comment, because like I said, I know everybody's time is valuable, and I appreciate any time that anybody's willing to spend listening to me ramble on a video. So without further ado, thank you again, everybody. I appreciate it. Get out there, light some sparks, and melt some plastic. Until next time, everybody, I'm Scott. Bye-bye.